Before the start of today's episode, I just want to say thank you to Antonio Subrats, who made a valiant attempt at debunking my Antarctic circumnavigation video. Honestly, it was a very thorough and comprehensive effort. He talks about the speed of yachts and how they can traverse the waters of the Southern Ocean. They can't lie about the time it takes, about 100 days. So if this was the case, then their constant 24-hour-a-day speed would have to be 32 miles per hour. You tell that to any sailor and they'll laugh in your face. Then their constant 24-hour-a-day speed would have to be 32 miles per hour. Speed would have to be 32 miles per hour. Speed would have to be 32 miles per hour. Speed would have to be 32 miles per hour. And tossed it all together with a load of word salad. However, after a few exchanges in the comments between him and I, Antonio fell into what I can only describe as an absolutely massive black hole of shame. Unfortunately, he removed all the evidence of this, but luckily, I've still got it. Antonio, how can a guy who says this...
The majority of the people who are listening to him, that are globe believers, are mentally retarded.
also go on to say this? Now, as I said in the comments that were removed, I'm sure you are aware that speed equals distance divided by time. This means that if you increase the size of the numerator, so the distance, and our denominator stays the same, i.e. the time, then the speed will increase. Credibility ruined in one sentence. 2-0 Antonio. If you are a fan of the Flat Earth Fail compilations, then today is a good day for you.
Hello, Flat Earth researchers, debaters and debunkers.
Where water does not fall off of an exterior surface.
This
is Google Earth Pro. You lying piece of scumbags.
Hello all and welcome along to another Flat Earth Friday with me, Simon Dan. Yes, today sees the third edition of the popular Flat Earth Fail compilation. Before we begin, I just want to say thank you to all my subscribers. Shortly after last Friday's release, we passed the 70,000 barrier. I am hugely grateful to all of you, even if you're a Flat Earther. So thank you again. I've got something different planned for when we reach 75k, but I'll explain more at the end. Right, back to the fails. Let's start with an old adversary, Phuket Word, who popped up in my live stream on Monday night. He released a short video recently entitled Aircraft Prove Flat Earth Does Not Move. Come on then, Phuket Word, shock me.
Hello, Flat Earth researchers, debaters and debunkers. To realise that we are not on an imaginary spinning ball Earth, we just have to look at real-life examples such as a helicopter taking off from a moving surface.
Oh dear, it looks like he's about to compare the Earth to a ship.
While the helicopter is on the aircraft carrier, which represents a moving Earth, the helicopter and ship are moving along as one. But the moment the helicopter takes off vertically from the carrier, it becomes free and independent of the boat.
What an absolute pearl of wisdom that is. On a serious note, I get the point he's making here. I've seen it before. He thinks that if the Earth were moving, then technically an aircraft can take off vertically, allow the Earth to rotate beneath it, and get to where it needs to go.
It is now hovering in the air and the boat will carry on, leaving the helicopter behind. Defenders of the globe will now argue that the atmosphere sticks to the globe as it spins, and spins with the Earth.
Yes, that's right, although I wouldn't say sticks. The atmosphere has a viscosity, and this means friction occurs between the Earth and the atmosphere. This friction means the atmosphere is dragged along with the Earth.
But this is just a ridiculous notion and easily debunked when we just look at the way that winds can travel in all directions, flowing freely across the surface of the Earth.
So wind is your answer to that one. Wind. Our atmosphere is a complex dynamic system. We have to study it whilst understanding the careful balances between wind, pressure, rotation and gravity. For example, wind direction is caused by a pressure difference. Air will move from a higher pressure area to a lower pressure one. This movement of air is the actual wind. I've popped a link in the description of a super little video made by the UK Met Office. Check that out for a full explanation. So you see, you can't just say wind means the atmosphere doesn't rotate. That's grotesquely unscientific. Next up, we have Carlos Peguero, a YouTuber who was recommended to me by M. Benz as someone I couldn't debunk. Let's see how good he really is.
What's going on, everybody? It's Carlos here once again with another video, and we're going to be talking about something that everyone seems to have an opinion on. But when we look at the evidence or the lack of evidence, you're going to have some questions. You're going to have to think about this stuff. And that is, do we have actual photographs of the Earth?
Yes, here is one. Beautiful, isn't it?
NASA's not the only space agency, they tell us, right?
Oh, what about Russia? What about Japan and China and all these other space agencies? And they should take us all these photographs of the Earth, right? So we're going to take a look at some of that. Some of this so-called proof. The number one proof that we live on this spinning ball, supposedly. All right. If you're honest with yourself after this video, you're going to have some questions.
I probably am, yes, but I don't think they are the questions that you think they'll be.
You have something to think about. So let's get started. So when we actually start to look at the evidence, okay, what do we see? Okay, when you Google pictures of Earth, what are we seeing here? Huh? Look at all these pictures. Okay, here's from Russia. This is supposedly a picture from Russia that they took. Yeah. Okay, let's take a look at this one. Here's another picture of the Earth, right? How about this one? We've all seen these, right?
I'm not really sure where you're going with this.
Oh, look at there's the United States. Let's look. Oh, wait, the United States shrunk. If you're in this community, you know this already.
Debunked that one a few weeks back. Here, have a look.
All right. How do we know all of these photos or images are just that, images and not photos, and they're not real? How do we know that? There's something huge missing besides the stars and the Milky Way galaxy. Let's just leave that one aside for now. What is missing? I'll tell you what's missing. This is what's missing. This is what it's supposed to look like when they take full images of the Earth. This is what supposedly it should look like. All these thousands of satellites orbiting the Earth, that's what it should look like. But you never see that in a full shot of the Earth, do you?
No, you don't, and I'll tell you why. Let's scale our Earth down to the size of this small basketball. This ball has a circumference of 51 centimetres, which means a diameter of approximately 16 centimetres. That means this ball is almost 80 million times smaller than the Earth. Satellites can range in size, but the biggest are around the size of a bus, so let's be generous and call that a length of 10 metres. At our basketball scale size, that puts our satellites at a massive 0.0001 centimetres. That's 1 micrometre. A speck of dust has a diameter of 1 to 100 micrometres. So go ahead, Mr. Peguero. Please point out all the specks of dust you can see surrounding this basketball. By your logic, we shouldn't even be able to see the basketball with all the dust that's surrounding it. Dear oh dear. Looks like M. Benz's recommendations are about as good as his videos. Our next hopeful is a YouTuber called Depolrable Minecrafter. He has cleverly named his video in the style of a Star Wars movie. The Earth is Flat Episode 2, Attack of the Curves. I'll get ready to input my rating on IMDb. Let's hope it's better than the previous 2 videos.
Hey, it's me again, and I'm here to talk to you more about the flat Earth. But first, let me respond to the objection that, well, the reason the water falls off the baby is because it's so small it doesn't have any gravity, and it's not pulling itself to the gravity of Earth. Alright,
Are you okay?
Okay, sure, okay, fine. And I'm sure that also an object in motion can stay in motion unless an outside force acts upon it. Sure, okay. You got me there. Oh no. But anyway.
What the bloody hell is this guy on about?
Something occurred to me, another proof the flat Earth. It's just so obvious. I've never seen the curve. See, it's a geometrical, scientifical fact.
Scientifical? What now?
That when you stand on a curve, when you stand on a sphere, you look out, you can see the curve. You look out, there's a curve, and so you know you're on a sphere because you see the curve. I don't see the curve, so there's no curve. If I were on a sphere, I'd be able to see it.
We're not standing on a beach ball, buddy. The Earth is big. Very big. So big that it's difficult to see a curve at ground level.
Well, I mean, when you go down, do you fall off? Like, in Antarctica, why don't they just fall off the bottom? Anyway.
Yes, I'd leave that one alone if I were you.
You're going to tell me gravity as if that's a thing. Whatever.
What? This is just a meme? You're not serious? Oh man, I've been done there. Let's move on, quickly. Our final video has been made by the YouTuber Flat Earth Data. Apparently this is a 1-minute globe debunk. Why be Eric DeBay and make a 2-hour video with 200 proofs that the Earth isn't a ball when you can be Flat Earth Data and debunk it in 1 minute? This will be an interesting one. Run the tape.
I'm going to show you how stupid you are.
Wow, okay. That started quickly, didn't it?
So let's clear this. See this line here? I'm going to do the test here. Watch this. Let's go up here, do some measuring. Let's pick a point. Here's the point right here. It doesn't matter. Let's put a 90-degree curve. Let's make sure we're going 90 degree. Okay? Here's 90 degrees, right? Let's say let's go up. There's a 90-degree distance. Okay? 90 degree. Now we're going to go from this point and we're going to go 270 degree, because technically if we went 270 it should go right back to the other way. Well, here we go. Let's just save this one. Ready? We're going to go from this point again. Let's go up to here to measure. Let's start at this point here again, and let's aim 270 degree. What's going on? Is it lining up? Let's just see. Oh, it's not lining up. Why is that?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's got something to do with the fact that you're using a program that depicts a 3D sphere onto a 2D surface.
Why is that not going back to normal? I'm starting at that point and I'm looking 270, but it's not lining up. Why is that? This is your ball map. This is Google Earth Pro. You lying piece of scumbags.
Well, that's just not cricket, is it? Okay, come on. This is another classic case of a flat earther getting a result for something and then not understanding that result before going on to conclude that the earth is flat. This is all to do with the distance the lines he's using cover, because the surface of the earth is curved. The longer you make these lines, the greater the difference between the two of them. If we do the same test on a smaller area, one in which the curve is not noticeable, look what happens. This line is only 10 miles long, so we head in a direction of 90 degrees, then head in the direction of 270 degrees, and bingo, the lines are the same. 1 minute globe debunk. Pfft. Right, that brings another Flat Earth Fail compilation to a satisfying end. I hope you all enjoyed it. As I mentioned at the start of the video, I have something different planned for a 75,000 subscriber video. I've set up a subreddit, the link to which will be in the description, and I'd like you all to post in there your funniest and original and most original flat earth memes. I won't look in there until I film, and I'll spend 15 minutes or so going through them. Hopefully that will work. Thank you all as ever for watching. If you enjoyed it, then please do like and subscribe. I'll see you all on Tuesday, where apparently the US is not as big as we are told. What's this? I'll show that, Antonio.
Hello?
Oh, hey buddy, it's Simon Dan. How you doing?
Oh, hello, mate. Yeah, I'm really good, thanks. What can I do for you?
Yeah, I'm calling about the yacht. Actually, I've just seen it in the paper.
Ah, yeah. You mean Horizon Hunter? Yeah, she's real beaut, mate. Why you interested?
Yeah, I might be. Just got a couple of questions.
Sure. Fire away.
Cool. So, how old is it?
She was made in 09, so that makes her nearly 10 years old.
Right. Okay. And what's her top speed? How fast can she go?
Ooh. I'd say if you wanted, you could get 35, 36 miles an hour from her. Hello? Dan?